Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
I had random love balloons. I come in, it's just random love balloons for no reason. But sure, I guess. RR, thank you for your double donation. YouTube user, thank you for your donation. Erica, thank you for your donation. Aquarian Sunrise, welcome to the family. Good to see you and welcome to the stream. How's everybody doing today? It is Thursday. I got the day right. Cassandra, thank you for your donation. I got the days right. That's always a good start to the stream when I know what day it is, which I didn't know yesterday, apparently. But today, I got it down. I'm telling you, I practiced all night to figure out what day it was. D's current feelings for me. We got the first D question of the night. That's all you need. That is all you need is a D in the question. Dr. Mystical, speaking of D, welcome. How you doing? Good to see you. Paige, welcome. Metamorphic Moments, welcome as well. All right, let's go to the Tarot Tower. By the way, if you're new, this is my Tarot Tower. The camera's balanced by that water bottle right there. So the water bottle right there, the camera's balanced with. Yeah, anyway, let's find out RR. What's D's current feelings for you by using the deck we haven't used in a while? I guess maybe this one. We trimmed this one up. Haven't used it a lot, but let's try it out. RR, thank you for your third donation. I appreciate that. Let's find out what is going on. What is going on indeed? By the way, I have a prototype for the new Tasty Tarot card. Let me show you what it is. Dr. Mystical, while you're in chat, I have a prototype for the new Tasty Tarot card. And this is it. Oh, you can't see it because the light is too bright. Anyway, this is it. Oh, and the camera just froze. You know, the camera does not like the Tasty Tarot. I can tell you that now. The camera is not happy at all with the Tasty Tarot. Okay. Anyway, here's the Tasty Tarot card, the next one. So it's the Four of Cups. You have 3 spilled ice cream cones, and somebody's way upset by it, and then they're being handed another ice cream cone. So they're being handed one. They're like, you know, I'm done with this. And the dog is back from the Temperance card. The dog that was licking up the water in the road is back. It is back. So that is the prototype for the new Tasty Tarot card. Hopefully you like it. I need to actually paint it up and make it nice and fix all of this stuff, but that's just kind of a prototype look. AMW, thank you for your donation. Andrew, welcome to the stream. Dab King, thank you for your donation. Ricky, welcome to the stream as well. All right, we still need to find out D's current feelings for me after all of this time. After all of this time, we still haven't answered a single question on the stream, and we've been live for 6 minutes with not a single question answered, but 94 donations with no questions answered. It's a new record for me. Anyway, D's current feelings for me. 5 of Cups, 3 of Wands, and 6 of Cups. Definitely time where D's looking at moving on. I got to say that now. D's looking at moving on. They're a little bit on the, side here. You do have the 5 of Cups. This is something where they're just not ready, just not prepared, just not set up to do what they need to do, not prepared to feel the way that you want them to feel. So moving forward, you have a little bit of a challenge here. And you see that with the 3 of Wands. D's really looking at moving on at this point. D's moving on, moving aside, getting to the next factor, or getting the next chapter in their life. Almost said factor. Getting to the next chapter in their life, moving on, making it happen. I think they'd still like to communicate with you. I mean, bottom lines, friends with benefits, maybe. Communication, maybe. I think that they still would like to communicate with you. Eventually, keep the door open and definitely keep the options open as well. So overall, that's what I see with D's current feelings for me. I mean, hey, that rhymes. Anyway, Dr. Mystical, hopefully you like that card, Dr. Mystical. This is your deck. I mean, this is your deck. This is the deck that I created because of you. Is D seeing or talking to somebody else? I mean, that is quite possible indeed. We got the second D question of the night. Let's find out if D's seeing somebody else or if D's poking around in there and trying to find somebody new. We need to understand the possibilities here. Strength, 9 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. I think they are talking to somebody else. Yes. I mean, that is, I think that's kind of the case. Nine of Swords says if you're going to be concerned about it, you are just going to have to sort of live with it. I mean, Strength says you're just going to have to be patient. You're going to have to be adjusted with this, because I do think that there may be maybe at least talking to somebody else right now. Bartman, welcome to the family. Let's see. Good to see you. See if you'll talk. Okay. Anyway, the Strength and the Nine of Swords. Now, entertainment purposes only. I'm just saying, entertainment purposes only. I think D is looking at other options. We saw the Three of Wands in the last reading. We are looking at those options indeed. Strength says you're going to have to understand that this is quite a possibility here. Nine of Swords says you are concerned about it. It's taking a little bit too much of your thought process or whatnot. It just feels like it. It just feels like it as well. The Ten of Wands says, don't let it bother you if D is seeing somebody else. If D is looking around, shopping around, don't let it bother you, right? The Ten of Wands, don't let it weigh on your mind and strength. Be patient, be adjustment with it. I think it's going to be okay indeed. Anyway, Bartman, using the debit card to become a member. Oh, thank you, Bartman. At least your debit card's not frozen, if you know what I mean, Bartman. The debit card's not okay. Let's not do the political stuff tonight. Okay, anyway, YouTube user has a career question below. We need to find out what's going on. Sent manager Jocelyn some recordings of my coaching agent. She's harsher after viewing them. Well, really? She's harsh after viewing them. What was she think of my progress? Feedback meeting on the 24th, and we're going to kind of look at that. Laura, so welcome to the stream. Good to see you. All right. We need to find out, like, she reviewed them. She's harsh about them. Let's figure out what's going on by using this deck right here, which is quite a popular deck. It is the Orion's Animal Tarot. In case you haven't been here before, if you haven't been here before, where have you been? I mean, I've been around 12 years. You haven't been here before, really? I mean, come on. Aquarian Sunrise, welcome. And thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. I mean, I've been around on this channel for 12 years. 12 years I've been making videos. I'm just saying, if you're new here, where have you been? Good to have you. But I mean, you like tarot. I'm highly recommended on the YouTube algorithm. I got to say that for like tarot. I type it in when I'm not logged in, and it goes right to my videos. So I mean that is you'll end up here. Eventually, you'll end up on my channel. You end up on my channel for whatever reason you might. And if you don't, well, if you like it here, hit that like and sub button. That lets you know when I have the tarot news, when I have all the special sales that people have. I'll tell you about them. All the new decks. I'm making shorts now with all sorts of cool stuff in them and all that other stuff. Fem, thank you for your donation. Brittany, thank you for your donation. Fem's got the double one in the queue. So we sent Jocelyn a video. And we did, we said, hey, this is us. And now she's a little bit harsher. What the hell's going on with this review? The Queen of Swords, Jocelyn is just not nice. I mean, no offense to Jocelyn. She's just not nice. Queen of Swords, Corella DeVille herself. It is somebody who's just not somebody who sees positivity. They see the negative in a lot of things. Definitely glass half empty, but, the way it goes. Queen of Swords says you're going to have to deal with that. You're stuck with them. You're going to have to go forth and sort of deal with that as you can. The Empress says you can make Jocelyn your friend. You can get comfortable in this space. The idea behind a tough manager, because I've had plenty. The idea behind a tough manager is to figure out what they want and deliver it without them asking. I'm telling you now, this is the key. I've had some really butthole managers in my lifetime. You figure out what they want, and then you deliver that without them asking. For example, I had a manager. He wanted Excels. He wanted it in XLSX format, and he wanted the header locked. He wanted it bolded. He wanted everything sized correctly. He wanted all the numeric things numeric, and that is the important part of what he wanted. So what I did I basically learned his preferences and I delivered them, because I delivered the Excel and the exact same thing. When he wanted the subject matter to be this and that so he could read it quickly, I did that. So that's what you got to do. You got to take them notes. Bartman, thank you for your donation. 5 of Wands, it does say is competitive. There's somebody always going to be better than you. You do your best. You try to figure out what they want. You try to deliver it, and you just got to do the best you can. Anyway, with what you got. The thing is, don't let it get you down, right? Don't look at anything as failure. Don't look at anything as competition. Look at it as you doing the best that you can and delivering with good thought and a good strategy. Lonnie, welcome to the stream. And Sarah, good to see you as always. I spent too much time on that one, but YouTube user, I'm trying to tell you from my advice, from coming from a wealthy selection of butthole managers, I'm telling you. Okay, Erica, what's coming to do to me that is going to be good? Erica, let's find out what beautiful things you got. Joan, welcome. How you doing? Lonnie, thank you for your very generous donation. I appreciate you as always. All right, but it didn't show up. Brittany, I got your question in the queue. Brittany, you are like 7 away. Brittany, by the way, if you're new, Brittany, I'm just saying, it's a tarot oracle stream. There's always a queue, and the queue is always kind of long. So, the way it is. This is what the great name of the current deck being used would appear on the screen. Oh, you mean like this? Or you mean like that? Or you mean like this? Well, the problem is I only have so many of those fancy buttons that I can use. And if I add a ton of these things, then basically the software will crash horribly. So, I do the best I can. If you want to, I can only, from now on, use decks that I do have a little fancy thing for. I mean, I can only do that, I could do that for the rest of the time. I don't know. This is the best I can do with what I got. Anyway, Juicy Peach. Oh my God, Juicy Peach is back. Where's Boo Boo to see Juicy Peach? Juicy, thank you for your donation. As always, I appreciate that. Anyway, what's coming to me? That is good. Cappy Ram is coming. Welcome, Cappy, and thank you. Page of Wands. It's easy mode. For the next few weeks, it is easy mode is what I'm saying. And I think that's an important part here. It's just simple. It's just easy. It's not going to be a big deal. Just a lot of easy mode things coming in there, right? A lot of easy mode things. Page of Wands, I don't really have to put forth a lot of effort to make the success, to make the goals that I am getting. The Lovers basically says connections are there for you at, in the next few weeks or the next couple of months kind of thing. The Orion's Animal Tarot is what it is. Andrew, you got it correct. Anyway, but yeah, this is something where, yeah, you do have a connection here. The Lovers indicates a sort of connections brewing around. This is something that has been brewing a little bit. It's not something that is just brand new, but it is something that has been brewing a little bit. It's definitely going to take its course right now, coming soon. 5 of Pentacles as well. The Lovers card that indicates sort of a short-term connection or short-term relationship possibly, or something that doesn't last as long as it should. Strength says that, man, there's something interesting. The connection you're about to make really opens up your life in a lot of different ways. It sort of opens up these opportunities. It opens up some ideas, some pathways that you would have never, ever thought about before. And then all of a sudden they're just there, something to follow, innovations, new things. It's all like an idea generation, right? Idea generation that's going through. But I think that's going to be something exciting and fascinating for you. Strength. Doors are opening because of this connection. Even though it doesn't last long, definitely milk it as best you can for what you can get out of it. Because I think there's some really cool things coming in here, coming in there for that. So apparently I need to go get the Orion's Animal Tarot box. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, you make a good point. I do need to have stuff on the screen for tarot decks that I do get. By the way, that's my chair. That's my chair right there. Anyway, all right. So we'll stick with what we we'll stick with what we know, I guess. Anyway, you want to see the deck? I'll show you the deck because it's my deck. It's my deck. And I mean, you want to see the deck on the screen? Look at this. Look at this is worth a like and subscribe. Whoever said that. Look at this. Look at that. You got butterflies. And then I zoom in to the waterfall tarot. That's what this deck is. Complete with butterflies, complete with all the fancy effects. Now that, my friends, is how you introduce a deck of cards. Because the next reading is for Cassandra. Will it be successful that a business that I just cranked up? I mean, you know, you might as well crank up a business and all of that other stuff. I mean, I think that's where we need to be going. That's where we need to be going, is finding a new business and getting some fat money, getting some fat cash over here. I mean, you know, you want graphics on the screen? I can do graphics on the screen. We can do the money. We can do the money thing going on in here. So there you go. There you go. Thank you. I appreciate that. I made that. I'm just saying I made that. I also made my little animation. I made my little animation. So like if you go from one screen to the next, you see that? Look at that fancy animation. I made that. Oh, if in case you're wondering what that lion is, that is part of my tarot deck that I made as well. Well, it's an oracle deck theoretically. But anyway, YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate that. And Cappy made a donation too, but I didn't say nothing. Cappy, I love you. I'm sorry. Okay. Successful business, King of Pentacles, lovers, Four of Cups. Okay. There is a high degree of success here, I got to say. Sarah, thank you for your donation. Should have bought a lotto. Sarah, I'm going to give you some lottery numbers, in fact. You're going to be successful. King of Pentacles said so. And I think it's important because King of Pentacles sits aside, sits in the middle, very focused about what is right, what is wrong with doing this business. Making money is where you want to be. Making money is what you will get. The King of Pentacles is about making the fat cash. It is about getting all of this other stuff done. Four of Cups says this business works your freaking nerves pretty quick. Cassandra, I'm sorry. The business works your nerves pretty quick, okay? And nothing I can do about it. I mean, I'm just saying. You're going to have to figure out how to do this business successfully where it doesn't work your nerves, where it can blend in with the rest of your life, because this is going to be a little bit of a challenge. Cassandra, this is a nice business idea that you just started. The lovers, you found your match. You found your soulmate in the business realm, and I think you should pursue it. You should go for it, and you should keep on rocking it, because you are going to be rich. You are going to be rich and make it the grade, because that is what the tarot says. All right, will D come around? I don't know if D's coming or not. I mean, I don't know if D is going to come or not. It depends on how friendly you are to D, if they're going to come or not. You know what I'm saying? I mean, somebody back me up in chat. Will D come around? Let me see if they're on their way right now. They could be. Well, we had the Three of Wands already. That's kind of challenging. We had the Strength card already. That's kind of challenging. KD, welcome to the stream. Queen Famous, welcome as well. We literally have everybody on the stream tonight. Like everybody is here. Let's see. We still need Woo Woo. We still need a couple of more people. Who's the nurse that always comes around? Anyway, I don't know. All right, will D come around? Yeah, I mean, they were the Two of Cups. We do have that connection. We do have the connection of D coming around, D hitting us up, D coming in the door, and that's going to be important, right? The Two of Cups says that they do sort of approach. They do get around that. They do get around that direction. Two of Pentacles says they have to make some hard choices, right? D's got to make some hard choices here, because they do have the Three of Wands in the previous reading. It is something that they're going to have to make a decision if they want to come around, if they want to go, if they want to be in, if they want to be out. D's going to have to figure this out. But I do think they come around. The Two of Cups says so. Page of Wands says they don't stay around for long. You gotta understand. They just don't stay for long. But that's the way it goes. That is the way it goes. All right. So somebody complained that I'm not showing the decks that I use. They got a good point, because I have been lazy about showing the decks that I use. I'm gonna admit now. I take criticism lightly. Who is that? I'm gonna ban them. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Let's see. Hi. What does Jay think about me? Oh, let's find out what Jay thinks about you. Hi, what is Jay? Dab King. It's been a minute. Deb King, it's been like a minute since I've seen you. It's good to see you. Anyway, we got the Tarot of Dr. Mystical Moments, or we could do the Labanco. We could do the Labanco Tarot is what we could do over here. Labanco Tarot is what I'm talking about. I love this tarot deck, and I even have a little bit of a graphic to show you on that. Okay, now here's the problem. All right, before we go any further, let's stop. Hi, Sing, thank you for your donation. Let's stop and let's talk reality here. All right, so I have 80 tarot decks here, and I have about 75 tarot decks here. I can clock this to 80. That's 160 tarot decks, okay? It's 160 tarot decks. Now, I have this little stream thing. You can see it does not have 160 buttons on it. And you can also see over here is where I keep the boxes for some of the decks. You can see this will not fit 160 boxes. So I have quite the conundrum, my friends. I really can't show you. I really cannot show you every single deck, every single box, and every single thing have a graphic to it. But I can do the best that I can with what I got. I can do the best that I can with what I got. So what I did is I basically got the top 50, I'll say the top 50, top 60. And so I have boxes, and then I got graphics for the top 50, top 60. But I can't have them all. I can't have the Super Lunaris Tarot. I can't have all the new Amy decks and stuff like that. There's only so much room I got on the thing. But I'll try to, for tonight, since somebody did mention, I'll try to make everybody happy, you know? I'll try to make everybody happy. Hi Sing, thank you for your double donation. Look at you, Hi Sing, breaking out the credit card tonight. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Samantha's here. Woohoo! Samantha, how you doing, girl? It's good to see you. All right. Labanco Tarot is what we got tonight. What does Jay think about me? Six of Pentacles. Very giving mood. Queen of Pentacles and the Sun. This person has high regard for you. Now we don't have, oh, wow. We got a nice donation over PayPal, too. Thank you so much for your donation. All right. YC, let me know what your question is. Anyway, we got a very nice looking set of cards here. The Queen of Pentacles does say that they have high regard for you. The Six of Pentacles, they're willing to give. They feel like that we have a good connection, or at least a nice little connection with that. Now, the Sun card says there's a lot of great possibilities within here. So, Dab King, if you're looking at what Jay thinks about you, it's positive, but you'll notice there's no love cards here. It's more of a stable. It's more of a Pentacles feel. It just feels like this is not something that they just want to go forth and make some passionate love tonight or something. You just don't see that, right? Vanessa and Samantha, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. But I mean, that's it. That is it. That is it indeed. A 2-letter shortcut. Well, the other problem, KD, is there's only so much this software that I'm using can take. It can't take 160 graphics, right? So what I've done as an intermeasure, what I've done is taken some of the books out. So if I do a Meraki Tarot, I have one card that shows that. I have some of the books and I can show those. And those don't take up as much space as the big boxes. But some of the books are kind of lame. I mean, some of the books aren't really any good, like the Key Tarot book. It's not very good. I mean, it does say Key Tarot on the back, but that's not exactly the most descriptive thing on there. So what I'm going to have to do is basically rotate the graphics. In other words, you know, rotate the graphics a little bit. So the top decks that I use a lot, I'm going to put those into the graphics and take out the ones I don't use a lot. In other words, like the Grimalkin, I just don't use that a lot, right? It's just not as many times as I use that. You also have like the Gentle Tarot. I don't pull that out very much. The Forest Tarot, I don't really pull that out very much. So I need to swap those with more current ones. Aquarian, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. By the way, we have a gazillion donations tonight. So if you're in the queue, you're going to have to be patient. It's a Tarot Oracle show. MW, let me tell you about my future husband. I will. I will tell you about the future husband. Indeed, he is your supervisor. Well, hey, I mean, many people have slept with their supervisor. I mean, I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything, but they like you. That sun card, they like you quite a bit. Anyway, future husband. Okay, we'll talk about that. Eight of Wands, Empress, and the Knight of Cups. This is somebody who travels for a living, first off. They travel. I don't think by plane. I think they travel by car. They hop, right? They hop around, kind of like a rabbit. They hop from here to there. They have to go visit this place, go visit this place. It's almost like they work for a hospital, quite frankly. MW, I'm getting you a little more specifics than you wanted. Eight of Wands says they do travel, but the travel is with red. The travel is like shirtless, a lot of action with it. So I think that it is something that where they work for a hospital and they drive around. They drive around, so that's the way it goes. Empress says, man, you're really comfortable with this person. Like there's no challenges. There's almost never an argument. It's super easy. It's one of the reasons, obviously, you get married, but it's almost like everything is just so easy. It's so apparent. They definitely tell you when they have a problem. They approach you with the issues. They don't hide anything from you. And the Knight of Cups, they're very romantic as well. So MW, I think you got a win here. You got a perfect win here. You got a perfect win here. I do think it maybe you have kids. I mean, you do have a kid in here, the Empress. Empress sometimes shows children, sometimes doesn't. Depends on your deck, is what I'm saying. Aquarian with their first donation tonight. We got 2 total, but they're separated by a lot of people. When will the Gemini leave me the hell alone? Okay, if I'm going to be left alone, if I'm going to be abandoned, if I'm going to be let go by a Gemini, I'm going to do so by going over here and getting the Poe deck, because the Poe knows. The Poe knows, by the way. They know when you're asleep. They know what you're doing. They know when you're awake. They know when you've been good or bad, so be good for goodness sake. Jared's Tarot, welcome. How you doing? Good to see you. Yeah. Now, the whole Santa thing is just creepy, okay? All right. So there's a bearded old dude that's in the North Pole, and he knows when my kids are sleeping, and he knows when my kids are awake, and he knows when my kids have been bad or good. How the hell does he know that? How the hell does he know that? That's creepy. I don't want the old man in the North Pole knowing when my kids have been good or bad, knowing when they're asleep and knowing when they're awake. That's creepy. That's creepy. We need to readdress these songs and rethink some of this, is what I'm saying. Because I'm just saying, stranger danger. Okay? Anyway, the Empress and the Knight of Cups. I mean, that's a nice combo. When will the Gemini leave me alone for good? 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands. When you're no, I'm kidding. You know, they spend too much time on you. They spend too much time on you. Maybe they know when you're sleeping, or they know when you're awake. They know when you've been bad or good. You don't have to be good, for goodness sakes. MW, thank you for your donation. Paige, thank you for your donation. I'm just saying that they feel a connection with you. They definitely spending too much time on you, and you got to get rid of them. You just got to get rid of them. This person has a little bit, something's weird with them, okay? Obviously, something's weird with them because they're not leaving you alone. But yeah, you need to get out of this. If you can get out of this, you need to get out of this and get some escape mechanism in there. File a restraining order or something. You know, entertainment purposes only, but you're kind of stuck with them for a little bit. I mean, they're not going to give up for a few months, at least. I would say a few months. MW, thank you for your other donation. All right. Will M contact me again? I ignored him last time. Okay, so you ditched him. So he said, hey, Fem, hey, how you doing? Fem, how you doing? And you're like,
I love you.
And well, no, you didn't say that. No, you were like ignoring them. And they're like, Fem,
I love you.
and you're like, I'm just going to ignore you. And now you want to know if they're going to come back, if they're going to actually come back. Hierophant, Knight of Swords, and the 3 of Wands. Unlike the Gemini, they're not that persistent. I think they got the hint when you ignore. They are wondering why you ignored them. If you want to speed this up, you can not ignore them. You can ping them and say something and be like, you know, it's been 5 months since you contacted me, but I've been busy. How you doing? How you doing over there? You could say something like that. SD would. SD, welcome. How you doing? The Hierophant says that they're not taking this too seriously at this point. They're not really doing that. MW, thank you for the donation. That Knight of Swords says they took an action, you didn't respond, and the Three of Wands are kind of looking elsewhere. There's a big gap. There's a big sinkhole in the sea, and they kind of want to dodge it for now. They're just kind of relaxing. They're not really going to come around for a little bit. So you could, unlike that, you could have them take notes from the Gemini from the previous reading, or you could give them a little bit of a hint. You could say, hey, it's good to see you. I'm Fem, and this is the Fem Oracle Show. Or I don't know. I've been seeing crimes of local missing people. Should I pursue this as my life purpose? Brittany has a life purpose with crimes of missing people. Ooh, if I'm a crime of missing people, I would be on the Poe Tarot. I was going to put it up, and then this reading, because this reading is pretty exciting. All right, has anybody seen YC? YC, you donated over PayPal, a very generous donation as well. Thank you so much. But I have no idea what your question is. Let me message YC real quick. Let me message YC. Message. Okay, can I do the speech to text? Message YC, and I'm going to say, hi, comma, I'm ready to do your reading, period. What is your question? There you go. Just hit send. Shh. You got to be quiet. Hit send. Okay, I'm ready. Okay, YC, I'm ready to do your reading. What is your question? Thank you for your very generous donation. I don't want to skip it. People get mad when you skip their question. I'm just saying. All right. Local crimes, missing people. That was a good, shuffle. And the Three of Wands is making. Justice says yes. Justice says yes. This is a high quality looking thing. It really is. This is a high quality looking thing right here. And I like it. Justice being the first card. Brittany, you should look at that. Come on, back me up here. Look at this, the Justice card with the Eight of Swords. You should pursue justice for these missing people because many of them are deceased. And they're missing. You need to get justice for the families. You need to get justice for the people that are in the community. And the Eight of Swords says many of these, you need to get this. You need to make them rest. You need to make them happen. Make it happen. Three of Wands says you're going to have to look, right? You're going to have to look and find out exactly where you fit in here. Should it be a CSI? Should it be an investigator? Should it be a detective? What should you do? A little bit of research involved in here, but I think you should pursue this career. The Chariot, it says go forth, get it done, make it happen, and get excited with this because this is going to be something that helps people. And helping people, Brittany, at the end of the day, is very good. You go home very satisfied, right? Because you did a good deed, you did some good stuff, and all of that other stuff. Naya, the list is amazingly long. Yes, it is insane. Anyway, the Three of Wands, it's everywhere. I shuffled really good. Okay. I'm a professional magician, so my shuffles are pretty good. And plus, I pull the cards out of random spots in the deck. I don't go 1, 2, 3. No, I don't do that because that's not random. That is not random indeed. Katie even likes that spread. Oh my. Throwdown. Me versus M. Look at that. That is a serious throwdown right now. That is a hefty throwdown. You're not playing around anymore.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
By the way, in case you're new, a tarot throwdown is a brutal cage match between two different options. A brutal cage match between two different options, and we need to find out which one wins. SD, the list is massive. SD. I think we're on donation 36. We're on donation 36. So that's a lot. Love Apples, welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. We're 36 behind. So yeah, it's a Tarot Oracle show. You knew it was going to be busy when you walked in the door. This is busier than a truck stop in Canada. YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. All right. Let's see, throw down me. Okay, you. Fem here, M here. Fem here, M here. Who wins? Who wins? The sun and okay, all right. I mean, why did you have to throw a page in the mix? Why? Why did you have to do it? Why did you have to do it? Something's weird with that. You were winning. You were winning, okay? So I'm just saying, you were winning, and then all of a sudden the page. Now we're going to have to take a strict look at M right here. M can't win in any category. I mean, this is just really rough. This is very rough indeed. You have sort of M being sneaky, M not really being upfront, M trying to escape the situation. You got to sort of move past that. And, you know, M just isn't going to leave. M isn't going to leave. They're stuck there. They're going to be stuck like the Gemini from the earlier reading. Nothing you could do, fam. I'm sorry. You win. I'm apologizing for you winning, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, YC, I still have no idea what your question is. I'd love to read your question from PayPal, but I just don't know what it is. My question is, Bartman, how's my writing turning out so far? Let's find out. And we got Lonnie is next. Gemini man blowing me. Wait, what? Blowing me, Lord, I'm in love with one. Okay. All right. I mean, sure. Sounds good, I guess. Anyway, yeah, okay. Threw me off guard with that. Tarot of the Curious Creatures, by the way. Let's find out. Reiki, I'm just saying. Anyway, how's the writing turning out so far? Let's find out. Let's find out what's going on with all of that. All right. Oh, man. Let's see. We need to know. Writing, you do have the Six of Wands. I mean, you're doing good. Just keep doing it. This is something that you just need to keep doing it. It's like making a tarot deck. You just need to keep doing it. You need to keep churning it. You need to keep pushing, because no matter what you do, until you continue to do that, you'll never get better. It's like drawing. It's like playing guitar, playing the drums, playing a synth. No matter you're not just going to be amazing up front. You have to keep going. And the Chariot talks about that. Even if you're good now, you need to be better. Even if you're amazing now, you need to be better. Just keep cranking it out. Keep going. Keep producing. And I think that's the big thing. Because the minute you stop, now you got writer's block. Now you're not in the mode. Now you feel like you don't have the enthusiasm. And the more you write, the more ideas come to you. The more excitement comes to you about what you are doing, and the more passion as well. Aquarian, thank you for your other donation. Six of Wands says you're doing great so far. This is the Lord of Victory into the Chariot. You're doing great. Keep going. King of Wands, make that fire happen. Get that fire out there. Make it happen and do it. Just do it. Make the grade, right? Because, I mean, I've been doing tarot for 12 years, and 3 years in, if I would have said, oh, man, this sucks, I can't do this, I'm not going to do this anymore, then I wouldn't be here today. But I kept going for 12 years. I kept on rolling. So, hey, you know, and today I'm a fat man reading tarot on the internet. So that's it. Why am I not seeing clearly with this Gemini? Is it Gemini night? Is it Gemini night? What's going on with this? Lonnie, let's find out if we can clear up this Gemini issue that you have. The Tarot of Curious Creatures and all of that other stuff. Paige, I see your thing on PayPal. You are 4 readings away, Paige. I got to merge you in here. Now, Paige, normally you would be over here. Normally, your name would be up here, okay? And I did do that for a while, but people got really angry because they'll use a different YouTube name than their real name on PayPal. And when their real name pops up here, they got really angry. So you gotta understand. You gotta understand you're in the queue, but I can't make your name pop up in there, unfortunately. Anyway, what I'm not seeing clearly with the Gemini, are they going to come back? Page of Swords, Sila, thank you for your donation. Yvette, welcome. Yvette, thank you so much for your donations. I appreciate that. Two of Cups says yes, they will come back. But oh my, we got drama before that. Oh my, they got drama before that. You do have a high priestess here. You aren't seeing the Gemini. The Gemini is hiding a boatload of stuff from you. The Gemini is hiding a lot. The high priestess, many secrets with you, especially with the Queen of Cups. The Gemini is not being very passionate here. Okay, the Gemini is being very logical, very sort of just tricky, a very sort of just looking at the factual side of things rather than treating it as a connection, treating it as something to be emotional. The emotions have drained from here, and you're kind of stuck with them. You're like, hey, the emotions have drained, but that's it. But that is it. Page of Swords says they're not communicating with you like they should as well. So no, they have secrets. They're not communicating with you as they should. Will they come back? Yes, they will. Yes, they will. Long story to get to your answer. Yes, they will. And you're not seeing it. You're not seeing the entire charade because they are purposefully holding it off. All right. And that is just my opinion, Lonnie. That's my opinion. Now, Juicy Peach, if you haven't been on the stream in a while, Juicy Peach is currently, Juicy Peach started out seducing somebody at work. She got him to sniff her hair. Okay. So we got a hair sniffer at work. And then Juicy Peach is sort of moved on to seducing a monk. Okay, so the guru, I think of the guru and the monk are the same thing. I don't know, Juicy Peach, is this your third seduction? Let me know. But Juicy Peach is on the prowl. Juicy Peach is getting the work done out there. I mean, y'all should take some notes. Lady Vegas, welcome. It's been good. It's been a minute. How you doing? But I'm just saying, y'all should take some notes. Juicy Peach got some hair sniffing. It's got some monk action on the Facebook. Anyway, all right, now, the guru's secretary added you on Facebook. What's up with that? What's going on? Why would the guru's secretary be hitting you up on Facebook? We need to understand this right now. We need to get serious. This is the third seduction. I mean, Juicy Peach is out there working. Juicy Peach is working. Juicy Peach, I got utmost respect for you. A lot of people sitting at home right now, they're like, why ain't nobody loving on me? Juicy Peach is getting the work done. Getting the work done, my friends. All right? Getting the work done.
Music to make love to.
And as always, Sarah, you are 3 away. We got Cappy Ram twice, and then we got you. So, Sarah, you are 3 away. Anyway, I'll show the queue, but it's kind of long. Let me show the queue over here. All right. So, Sarah, you're like 5. Sarah, we got like 40-something readings. You're up here. You're up here somewhere. You're up there somewhere. I'm trying, my friends. You got to have patience with me. I'm sorry. Anyway, Star Bright, thank you for your donation tonight. All right. As always with Juicy Peach, we got to use the little Buddha tarot. Okay. Juicy Peach. Third seduction is a charm. Why did the secretary add you on Facebook? Are they jealous? Are they jealous of the peach? Because the peach, when it's juicy, is hard to turn down, my friends. All right, we don't read upside down. The queue is always long. It's a Tarot Oracle show. I mean,
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle show.
it's a Tarot Oracle show. Okay. Anyway, the guru's added, is she jealous of me? I got to say, I think so. I think so. The reason I say that, the reason we're focusing on this is because of the 5 of Swords right here. A little bit of a jealousy action. The 5 of Swords is that mode of a little bit of jealousy, especially around the 6 of Pentacles. They see the guru getting the gifts. All right, the guru is getting the Juicy Peach gifts right here. The 6 of Pentacles, things are being handed out. Things are being exchanged with this guru, and it is nice. It is pleasant. It looks fantastic. But man, they're jealous. They see this and they're jealous. Look, they actually turned away from this. They don't want to see it anymore. They don't want to see that gift. They don't want to see that connection. They're just jealous with that. Ace of Wands says, you just got to kick them. You just got to kick them off the Facebook, right? You just be like, I'm sorry, I'm locking down my friends list because COVID or so. You just blame COVID for everything, and everybody's like, oh, okay, makes sense. Anyway, but Ace of Wands Ace of Wands. You got to take some action here. All right. You got to take some action here. I don't think you'll be able to settle down. Not going to be able to settle down with this. Eight of Swords says you need to be very restrictive about your Facebook profile, because I think if the secretary starts sniffing around in there, they're going to cause some problems. Okay. Entertainment purposes only, but they are going to cause some problems. They're going to cause some problems. So just letting you know. I mean, I'm just letting you know now. Yeah, I'm letting you know in advance. Okay. Anyway, a Cappy Ram. We got a double Cappy Ram, and then oh no, we got it. Yeah, double Cappy Ram. We got YouTube users. Got Sarah. Sarah, you like 4 away. Aquarius. Are they still interested after our chat? We had a good chat. We had a good chat. Are they still interested after that? Let's find out. Let's find out if that's going to be possible at all. Cappy, did you ruin it? Cappy, did you ruin it? Did you ruin it? Why am I still reading upside down when I said we don't read upside down? The bodyguard. It could be. I mean, are they still interested? Yes, Cappy, sure. I think the Aquarius is still in the mood. The Six of Swords, I'm willing to go forth with. I'm willing to ride this thing all the way. That's fine. Let's take some action. Let's take some things. Let's get it going. Tara Prentice, thank you for your donation. Let's get it going. The Eight of Wands. Let's get that movement started. Let's get that fiery aspect out there, because this is kind of important, because I'm willing to go the distance with you, Cappy. Willing to go the distance with you. Queen of Wands, we can do that. We can do that just fine. AR, thank you for your donation over PayPal. Very generous There's a lot of very generous donations tonight. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sarah wants to win 120 million right now. Sarah's like, look, the clock's ticking, fat boy. The clock's ticking, fat boy. Give me some numbers. All right. We got an emergency. We got an emergency. All right, we're going to skip to Sarah. We're going to skip to Sarah for this week. Get the lottery numbers out the door. Coming back to Juicy Peach, Cappy Ram, YouTube user. Yes, I know I skipped you. We got to go to Sarah. We got to get winning lottery numbers. And as always, if we are going to pick winning lottery numbers, now this only applies to Sarah. Don't everybody go out and play these numbers. This is only Sarah's numbers. This only works for Sarah. And I'll show you why in a minute. Avantika, thank you so much for your donation over PayPal. Let me know what your question is. All right. Now, ain't nobody, Page of Green. Yes, you got 2 more people ahead of you. Yes, you do. All right. Let's get you some lottery numbers out the door right now. So you can go play them tonight. All right. The first lottery number that you need, okay, is going to be a 19. All right. 19 is your first lottery number. This only applies to you. I'd pick up a scratch off while I'm there. Look for the one with the green and red at the upper left. The green and red at the upper left is going to be the scratch off. Don't spend a lot. Just get 1. Don't get 10. Get 1. Anyway, entertainment purposes only, by the way. All right, 19 is your first for the lottery. The other is going to be 6. 19, 6. I also want you to play 28. 19, 6, 28. And 43. 19, 6, 28, 43. The rest of it needs to be personal numbers that are personal to you. All right? Personal to you. For example, your birthday, or your birth month, or something like that. You want personal numbers to you. Now, you want a middle number in the center there. You don't want like a 1, but you want a middle number in the center there, and you want to stay away from anything that's higher than 45. Anyway, that is just my opinion, and that is only Sarah's thing. And yes, you should play the lottery. Also get 1 scratch off, the green and red up top. Now, y'all think I'm playing. I am. It's entertainment purposes only. But I've had 3 people come in here that won money. I'm not guaranteed, but I'm just saying, just random people came in here, and you can't win if you don't play, as they say in the Texas lottery. But this only applies to Sarah. Nobody else played these numbers, because the last number, as I said, was personal to Sarah, so it's kind of useless if you do it anyway. Cancer's feelings for me, got Juicy Peach, YouTube user, and then we got Paige Green finally after all of that. All right. Now, Cancer's feelings for me. Let's find out. We already have the Thoth out. In case you wonder what the hell the Thoth is, where have you been? In case you don't recognize this, where have you been? Okay. I'm just saying now. Where have you been? All right. The Cancer's feelings for you. Oh man, they're in there for a short run. If anything else, I wouldn't chase this person really hard. The Cancer needs to develop this synchronicity with you. They need to develop this good connection with you. Otherwise, it just ain't going to work. I think if you rush through this, it just doesn't work at all. This is something you need to take advantage of it when it's there, but when it's not there, you need to ease up. You need to ease up because this girl right here, the Princess of Wands, is all about the feelings, the happiness, sort of the joy, just sort of the entertainment, just having fun, just having fun. And if we're not there with this Cancer, the Cancer is not going to be around. Bottom line, the Cancer is not going to be around if we're not having fun with this person. So if all of a sudden it turns super serious and you're like, oh my God, I think I'm in love with you, they're gonna bail on your ass. They're literally going to bail on you. Paige Green, after a year, Paige Green's like, I've never joined this stream before and I'm never coming back. Anyway, Paige Green's like, I've waited 4 years for mine. I heard stories about how fat he is. I've heard stories about lottery numbers. I haven't heard anything about Luther. Okay. Luther, okay with my speech. Okay, you made a speech to Luther. You made a speech to Luther. You felt, I want Luther, I want you to come back and I want you to speak to me in a couple of months. I want you to speak to me. I want to let you know that you love me. All of this other stuff. And Paige is like, that's what I need right now. I need Luther's attention in a little bit, but here's my feelings. Here's my feelings. Here is my feelings. What did Luther say? What did Luther say? I think Luther appreciated the speech. I think Luther appreciates that. Luther appreciates the honesty. They are forced to make a decision because it's almost like they didn't see you that way, or they did see you that way, but they didn't see any possibilities. I mean, they didn't see any possibilities with that. You're making them make a choice. That's the important part here. You're making them make a choice, and they really weren't ready. They really weren't in that position. They're really not kind of comfortable with it overall. Right? But you've made them make a choice now. They have something else to think about. I think that's good. They appreciate that going on. Now, there are some things about the situation you just don't know. You just don't know yet that will be revealed in the meantime, but I do think that they come back. But they are a little bit uncomfortable with having to make that choice, so you're going to have to kind of deal with that in the long run. Anyway, Paige, I finally got to you. I'm still waiting for YC's question. I have no idea at all. I have no idea at all. Anyway, YouTube user is wait. Juicy Peach. What does my guru like about me, and how do they perceive me? How do they perceive me? What kind of things do they like? Are they willing to put up with me? Let's find out. Let's do a little bit of the tower action with this deck right here in the back of my chair. We're going to look at the Dark Mansion Tarot. The Dark Mansion Tarot, right? That is something. The Dark Mansion Tarot with that. Okay. I think it'll be after April, quite frankly. Anyway, what does my guru like about me, and how do they perceive me? Do they enjoy that? They love that you are passionate. You live life with a passion. You live life the way you want to live life, not the way your neighbor wants to live life, not the way that your friends want you to live, not the way that the books tell you to live or religion tells you to live. You live your life like you want to, and they love it. The Knight of Cups, coming in with that passion, making it happen, pursuing things that you have, going the distance with you do. You do what you want to do. You are in charge. You are in command, and they love that. They love that. You have passion nobody else has. The Five of Wands, you put up with no BS. Zero. If any BS comes your way, you're just going to kick it in the shin. The Five of Wands, conflict, not a problem. Drama, not a problem. I don't got time for that. Juicy. You go straight for what you need, what you want. You don't bother with that. Somebody else is trying to cause drama. You're like, what drama? I'm busy. I got my life to live. I'm not going to be weighed down with your BS. Seriously. And the Hierophant. Once you see something That is your goal. Once you see something you like, you pursue it. And that is part of your passion. Not only that, but they really enjoy that part of you as well. So they perceive you as a passionate, determined, very independent human being that does what they want to do rather than what everybody else tries to force them to do. That is what is happening with this. And strength says just be patient with this person, with the next person. Be patient with them. I think that everything can work out. Everything will work out. Why? Thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, I'm sticking with a Dark Mansion Tarot. We're going with Cappy. Cancer's feelings for me. Did I already do that? Cancer's feelings for me. Did I do this? I thought I did this. Yes, I did. I appreciate advice. Question below. YouTube answer. YouTube answer. YouTube user has another question. She's really harsh. Okay. Well, opinion. It's okay. Jocelyn's opinions of me. Now, she's seen 2 recordings that I sent her. Let's find out if she still likes you, if she doesn't like you, what is happening with Jocelyn? Because, I mean, Jocelyn needs to make up her mind what she wants over there is what I'm saying. 4 of Cups, Temperance, and Death. They want you to be more, I don't know. They want you to be more like their imagination of you. Jocelyn is somebody that has this dream, desire, and this unicorn expectation of everyone. And they want you to fit into that mold. And they're not going to communicate that with you. They're not going to, because they're not very communicative. They're not very straightforward. They sort of go a little bit. They go on the little bit of what's going on with that. By the way, we're ending soon. Wrapping up. Any further readings have to be done tomorrow. We still have like 20, 30 readings to go. We have, we have 48 readings tonight. Thank you so much for everybody. Anyway, they're not going to be up front with you. Okay. They're going to have expectations, but they're not going to communicate it with you. The 4 of Cups, they just don't like anything that they get. They have a unicorn idea of what everybody should do. Temperance, they want you to change. They want you to change to be more focused or to be more like what they want rather than what you're doing. Overall, they're never going to be happy. I'm sorry. They're never going to be happy with anything, but I do think that you can, again, figure out what they want and adjust your deliverables to be in that mode. Anyway, Ivanka donated over PayPal. Ivanka, thank you so much for your donation. Paige, thank you for your other donation. Paige, I'm going to be doing your reading tomorrow at 6:15 Central. Any further readings tonight after the last reading, which is why is going to have to be done tomorrow night. I do have to get out of here eventually. I can't do 3 hours. My voice will die. Anyway, okay. We're doing Avantika. Avantika wants to know, what are Ashwin's feelings, intentions for me, and what does the future hold? What does the future hold with this individual? Let's find out what kind of things we can detect or at least look at with that. Paige, yeah, I'll get your reading tomorrow. First thing on the stream tomorrow. Anyway. What are their feelings? 5 of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. I think they have a lot of deep-rooted passion for a lot of different things, and you pull them in different directions. I think you pull them in different directions, which is good. You throw them outside of their comfort zone. The 5 of Cups. Sometimes you make me a little uncomfortable. Sometimes you make me a little bit on the wild side. But the Knight of Pentacles, you also have a degree of stability about you that I like. A degree of stability that is nice. 9 of Pentacles overall says the future is pretty solid because you're not looking at maybe the 9 of Cups. You're not looking at something that's vague. I'm a 4 of Wands, rebuilding a home, building a slow home. It's more of a rock solid foundation with a rock solid brick house built on it. Okay. The 9 of Pentacles is such a beautiful card. And this is one of the cards where it's an ending card. You start out with the Seven of Pentacles, where we're building things, we're creating things, we're working towards a goal. And the Nine of Pentacles, we get everything that we want. We have a big harvest from that. So I think, Avantika, you're looking at a fantastic, beautiful future for this. Seven of Cups says something about a family. Says something about a family, either the joining of the family, making a new family. You have a family type of thing hitting this up. Overall, you have good feelings, good intentions, and rock solid foundation to build upon whatever you want. And I think that you want to build something nice out of that. Overall, I like it. I like this person indeed. Auspicious timing. It's not, it's not astrology. If you want me to run auspicious timing astrology reading, I'll do that for you, High Sing. I mean, yeah. Auspicious timing we'll do it with tarot, though. I do need to make a video on auspicious timing for tarot. Basically, electional astrology, but tarot. For new work before, after May, or after August. Before or after May or after August. Okay. Basically, what's the timing on getting that done? Let's find out the auspicious timing for High Sing and see if we can get that done. If I'm going for auspicious timing, quite frankly, I'm going to go back with the Thoth. The Thoth is so good for this stuff. If you're going to sort of emulate a little bit of astrology, I think the Thoth gets it done. I just put I put the graphic up there. There are people that want to know the readings. They want to know the tarot decks, and I'm happy to give them to you. I'm happy to let you know. I mean, that is it. That is it. No, Paige, I'm going to do your second one tomorrow when I start the stream at 6:15 p.m. Central. What are we doing? That's a lot of fire. That's a lot of fire. The bottom line is, when it gets going, it's going to get going pretty hardcore. When it gets going, it's going to get going pretty hardcore. You have a bunch of fire reactions here. You have a bunch of fire reactions going on here, okay? So I think you are looking at the possibility when it gets going, it gets rocking. So for work, oh man, August or what? To be honest with you, I'm looking at about like June 15th. I mean, I'm just looking at after June 15th, looks just rock solid. All right. You have the Ace. When it gets going, it's going to get going well. The reason I say that is because of the tarot cards, but there's also another reason. If you look at, okay, I've been in corporations for 30 years. If you look at when people hire, summer is basically the hiring spree. Most people get hired in the summer. That's a very broad statement, but I'm saying we do most hiring that I've seen occurs in the summer. You don't hire at the end of the year because you're trying to figure out your financials. You don't hire at the beginning of the year because you want a bunch of contractors to knock stuff out for the New Year's stuff. You don't have time. And around summer is when things get pretty progressive. You know what your budget is. You know all of this other stuff. And I think that June 15th, according to the tarot's when, and I agree with it just based upon a business perspective as well. High Sing also wants to know, general, please, let's get it done for High Sing. Get it done and making it happen with that. By the way, we still got like 14 readings to go. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you're waiting. I'm trying. I'm working on it. We're getting it done. Vanessa, you are next. All right. Let's get, and CJ, welcome. It's so good to see you, CJ. How are you doing tonight? I still need YC. I still need your question. I sent you a message over PayPal. I have no idea what your question is, and I would love to read it because you donated forever ago. And I have no idea what your question is. So let's take a look. Let's take a look and see if maybe YC. No, they have not. They have not come in. Feature with Jason. Is this you? Is this you, or is this somebody random that just joined? I'm not sure. Anyway, okay. Let's find out. General High Sing. Man, there's a reason you're talking about work, isn't there? I mean, it feels like money is just sort of in a short supply pretty soon. You got the 8 of Coins. It's like we need to work. We need to do something. We have to get it done. We have to get it done. The Knight of Coins, or the 8 of Coins, just talks about getting steady work. And I think that's where you're kind of at. You're kind of where you need steady work. We need something that's going to be predictable, something that's going to be a little bit more long-term. The 10 of Swords feels like nothing's permanent anymore. There's a lot of things just aren't permanent, aren't where we we at? It feels just unstable, lack of stability with that. Definitely good to get work at when you get to that June section. The Hermit says, don't be too sharing about stuff right now. Pull back a little bit when you share information for right now, at least until the first week of March is over. You don't want to share too much. Oversharing is going to hurt you now to the first week of March. So I'm just saying, the Hermit in there, pull back a little bit with that. And yeah, money is still going to be kind of a weird thing until you get the other thing going. Anyway, weekend reading. Let's find out what that's going on. Not sure why that didn't get looking good. Okay, weekend reading. We got the double Samantha shot too. Got double Samantha coming after this, and we got a boatload more readings to go. Anyway. Weekend reading for you. How's it going to look this weekend? The Star, Eight of Cups, and the Dead. You've been thinking about something for a while. You've been thinking about a goal. You've been thinking about something, about getting some things started for a while. This weekend, put some research into it. Spend a little time. I'm not saying just dedicate your weekend to this, but put a little time into it. The Star said there's some level of focus that you definitely need to sort of dive in here. Tony, thank you for your donation. I will get your reading first thing tomorrow at 6:15 p.m. Central Time. But yeah, the Star says, you know, you've been thinking about this. It's time to do some planning, time to scope out some stuff because there's some things happening behind the scenes that you want to sort of look at this weekend. Don't dedicate the weekend to it because the Eight of Cups says you do have a couple of unusual things brewing in the background there. Not this weekend, but more of a mid-March kind of thing. But that is going to come back for you. There is somebody that feels left behind in this regard. And the Ace of Swords says they're going to be pretty communicative about that to you. So yeah, this weekend, definitely start on, do some research. It's time to get out there and do some research this weekend. All right. Anyway, that was Vanessa's reading, by the way. And we have a double Samantha shot. The Samanthas are here. The Samanthas are here. Will it get approved? The apartment that I applied for today. You're Samantha still looking for these apartments. Samantha, you're having a rough time with apartments, girl. Oh, man, let's get you in something good over here. Get you in that nice apartment complex where you got plenty of parking. There's not a lot of noise. You got a lot of good neighbors. And, I mean, we need to get you there. We need to get you there. Let's find out if this is going to be this one. If this is going to be this one, let's find out. With that Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes, you do get it. So we'll go with a thumbs up on here. I like it. I like it. Knight of Pentacles is about home. It is about the steadiness. It is about having a place that you can enjoy, having a place that you are a part of, that you like. Knight of Pentacles has that stability in there, okay? And you're looking at the Knight of Cups, the happiness, the contentment with this apartment as well. So I like it. I like it a lot. And then you're looking at the what? And then let's see. What's going on? What is going on? Run the Airbnb company. Is this the wrong thing? Did I click on something wrong? Let me find out. Let me scroll up. And see what's going on with that. Samantha, if I confront Alyssa with it. No, you asked about that. Okay, we're good. Overall, I'll say yes. All right, let's look at the other Samantha question and figure out if that's going to work. If I confront Alyssa about what I saw on Facebook, will it go in my favor? I'll be like, look, Alyssa, what the hell's going on over here? It's what you know? What's going on over here? We need to find this out too. Because this is Oracle Dragon. I donate, enjoy your channel, don't need a reading today. Oracle Dragon, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Are you YC Oracle Dragon? Is that you? Well, thank you. If so, I appreciate that. All right. If I confront her, is it going to go? Is it going to go your way? No. No, it's not. Alyssa's going to get pretty pissed off. So no, Alyssa's going to get pretty pissed off. Six of Cups, you're making this connection. You're thinking it's going to be a 10 of Cups, happy home, happy family, everything will be work out, but then the devil's in there. I don't think Alyssa's going to appreciate that at all. They're going to be a little bit challenged with this. I wouldn't confront her. I just go forth, right? Go forth and go with that. All right. Anyway, let's find out what else is going on. Vanessa, we got the weekend reading. I already got that. Aquarian is it. How will the intro of And the Family go this weekend? Let's find out what is going with that. We find out if we can introduce this person, integrate them into the family and make it happen. Let's find out what is going to happen with all of that. How will the intro of And to the Family go? The Three of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, and the Lovers. I think it goes good at first. And then the gossip starts. There's something going on with that. A little bit of a gossip, a little bit of a challenge with that. It goes fantastic, Aquarius. It goes amazing. For you. And then everything kind of goes to crap. A little bit. Three of Swords into the Five of Pentacles. It feels like some drama just begins. It feels like somebody just doesn't like them after a period of time. But the initial reaction is great. Great initial reaction. Later on, not so much. But Aquarian, you can't worry about later on. You got to worry about today. Zoe, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, we just keep coming in. We'll go ahead and do Tony and Zoe, and then we'll get out of here. We'll do Tony and Zoe, and then we'll get out of here. All right, hopefully my voice will last out. My future with Noah. I feel connected with him and will be well known and in the spotlight. Let's find out what's going on with that. We're going with the Tarot of Oppositions. Let's find out what is going on. All right. Let's do it. My future with Noah. I do feel connected. Fairly unstable. All right, Oracle Dragon, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate your very generous donation. The future doesn't look so bright. The future doesn't look good. You got the Hierophant, a little bit of an instability here, a little bit of a not so much as far as sort of where you're keeping it alive, keeping it going. The Queen of Pentacles being reversed as well, but the Queen of Swords being upright says it's challenged. MW, the future doesn't look bright. The future is challenged, is what I'm saying. The future looks challenged. It looks challenged indeed. You may want to ease up with that. Will it be well known and in the spotlight? Are you going to be famous? You're going to be famous. That would be nice. If you walk in a room and everybody knows your name, just like Cheers. If anybody's old enough to know that, all right, let's find out if you indeed will be famous. You got a bit of fame ahead of you. You do. All right. You got the Six of Wands. You do have a little bit of fame ahead of you. So I do think there is some people know your name. Five of Cups does say that some of the fame is not good, or some of the fame has some challenges to it, right? So you do get in the spotlight and you are well known, but at a cost of something else, or at a cost maybe of your free time, or a cost of your money, or a cost of something. It feels like that you do get a little bit of fame, but at a cost of something else. Anyway, the Wheel of Fortune said it is a matter of keep going. So, keep going, keep working the way you're doing, keep doing it. And I think you could be in the spotlight, but that does cost you free time. That does cost you maybe with relationships. That does cost you, but being famous in that. A question with A. Let's find out about YouTube user and get that going on. I noticed that A added me on Snapchat. I added him back. Did he actually add me? Okay, did he add you on purpose, or did he misclick? And he's just stalking you? And he is just stalking you. I told you he's coming back. I think that they are reaching out even if it was accidental. They're reaching out even if it was accidental. Okay. All right. All right. I think they're reaching out with this, the Ace of Cups. I got to make a connection with YouTube users, so I'm making this connection. 10 of Cups says they're not quite ready for the whole shebang quite yet. They're not quite ready for that yet. So they want to get eased into it. They want to get slided in there a little bit better. And the King of Pentacles says they're kind of doing their own thing, but they want to add you to it. They want to add you to it, right? That is important. They want to kind of add you to that. Tony, thank you for letting me know what your question is. I appreciate that. Tony, you are 7 people away. You're 7 people away. Anyway, Aquarian rising is a Leo, my life partner. By the way, we got 7 more readings and then we're out of here for the night. We're getting out of here. We're escaping. We're moving out. We're moving out and where everybody knows our name, to the shower. And then we're going to eat some peanut butter because peanut butter is keto friendly. By the way, a lot of people giving me crap about keto. Let me show you something. A lot of people giving me crap about keto. Now, my resting blood sugar before keto after a meal was 140 to 150. So after a meal, an hour after a meal, my blood sugar was 140 about 140, 150. Okay. Now I started keto. I've been doing keto for about 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I just ate a massive amount of food and my blood sugar is 89. So I went from 140 to 150 to 89 after a meal. So all y'all giving me some poo about keto. I'm just saying. Anyways, so Leo, my life partner, 9 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Cups. The Leo fixes a lot of problems in your life just by being there. The Leo fixes a lot of things. The Leo is able to help in ways that other people can't. The Leo is able to understand you, able to connect in ways that other people can't. And for that, the Leo is a very valuable person in your life. They turn the 4 of Cups upside down. They fix a lot of issues. They repair a lot of things that are challenged for you. 2 of Pentacles says basically you need this person right now. So that is kind of important that you need them right now. 9 of Wands, sure, they'll become kind of a deficit at some point. But for right now, I think they play an important part of your life, an important role in your life, and you should keep on with them. Absolutely. So I think they do play an important role. But life partner, I just didn't get any cards that kind of said that, Does my boyfriend Virgo find me? Well, what do you mean, do they find me? Do they find you attractive? I assume that's the question. Or else you're lost. And they need you to find you. Are you playing hide and seek with the boyfriend? Sila, you can tell me. It's just us on the channel. Okay, are you playing hide and seek right now? Are you playing hide and seek? You can tell me. It's okay. There's nobody else watching right now. You can be honest. Are you playing hide and seek, or are they going to find you? But I assume your question is, are they going to find you attractive? I mean, let's find out. Do they find you attractive? Or do they find you good? Or do they find you in... So I assume you're not asking me if they find you ugly. I'm probably not. Anyway, let's find... The Hierophant and Temperance, they really enjoy the balance that you bring in. They do with that. Page of Swords, they like having you around. They appreciate you, and I think that that's going to be an important part here. They do find you important. They do find you interesting. They do find you to be a good person. The Hierophant says they're willing to get serious over some time, but, I think that they find you quite nicely. They find you nicely. They like you. I think that's the important part. And if you're playing hide and seek, I think they're going to find you too, because you're in between 2 trees and you're pretty easy to spot you around there. I mean, it's pretty easy to spot you around there. That's what I'm saying. You got to find a better spot. You got to find the better spot, and then they will not find you. Love forecast for the rest of the month. Starlight Star Bright wants a love forecast tonight. All right, we can do that. We can do that. You know, entertainment purposes only. Never play hide and seek based upon a fat man reading your cards on the internet. Love forecast for the rest of the month. Oh, man. You got a short-term thing coming. I mean, the month is almost over. Well, it's a short month. So, you know, we're like way, way deep into it at this point. The rest of the month, you're going to be sort of adventuring around. I don't think there's anything where you're just going to be super steady, super excited about anything. You're going to be kind of venturing from here to there, doing your own thing with that. Three of Pentacles, you're just sort of working it. You're meeting people. You're working the room. You're kind of getting all of this other stuff. Love forecast looks pretty. Looks like building leads at this point, or building, you know, people, finding people, building some things around that. Ten of Swords, there's not a lot of real activity at this month. More like wandering around, building leads, making things happen. You know, it just seems like there's not a lot of big things that happen this particular month. So yeah, it looks kind of dry. A little bit on the dry side. You just gotta go with what you can know. Go with what you know. How will the move go? Little Wizards, we can do that. We can do the little lizards, the little wizards, whatever you want. Little Wizards is, by the way, I think, am I the only one that has this? Let me know if you've seen this anywhere else. This is the Little Wizards Tarot from Push Kitty, otherwise known as Amy. Push Kitty Amy. She's got a YouTube channel over there. You got to sub to that too. See all the new fancy decks. How will the move go? I like it. Ten of Swords, Six of Wands, and the Chariot. You're definitely going to get moving. Definitely get going. You need to close out Tarot Apprentice. You need to close out everything that needs to be closed out. You left something. You're going to leave something behind. You don't want to do that. Ten of Wands it. Ten of Swords it. Make sure that everything is communicated. Make sure that everything's cut off. Maybe you left the electric on. Maybe you left the water on. Maybe you didn't change that bill. Maybe you didn't change the address to one of these bills. You left something undone. You're going to have to fix it. I don't think it's going to be acceptable not to fix it. So definitely something you're going to have to do. All right. Make sure you handle everything. Close everything out of the old place before you go. But the success, the Lord of Victory with the move, with the Chariot, you're on the happy train to, the Little Wizards location. I think it's going to be good. Tarot print, it's going to be nice, but man, you forget something. Yeah, have you ever done that? You forgot to turn off the electric at the old place, and like you get electric bill, and you're like, I don't even live there. Why the hell am I getting an electric bill? You're like, oh, I never changed it. Is Christine jealous of me because of S? What is S doing to make you jealous over there? I mean, S must have what people like, is what I'm saying. Is Christine jealous though? Ooh, Queen of Cups, a Ten of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. I don't think so. I don't really think so. I think this is something where they're pretty content with it, right? So happy home, happy family. They're okay with that. They're okay with it. They don't really have a big thing. Diane, I'll be back in 23 hours, Diane. So say, hey, Google or Alexa, add an alarm for 23 hours from right now. That's when I will be back. Anyway, Six of Pentacles, they're a giving person. This person, I don't think they're jealous. They're a giving person. They see it. They don't have a problem with it. Happy home, happy family is fine. You go live your life. I'll live my life. So I'm going to say why. I'm going to say no. I don't really see a bunch of jealousy in there. I mean, there's a lot of jealousy cards in here. Tony, we're actually getting to yours tonight, as per requested. Question: a career connected with the financials. How will it go next period? Is having to have with career connected with my financials. How will it go next period? All right. Financials, career. How's it going to go next period with this connection? Let's find out how that is going to go indeed. If that's going to be something that works, it doesn't work. I think it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. There is a level of concern about money no matter what happens. It's almost like that we've reached a point where we're just concerned about money right now. We're concerned about money. Money's on our mind. We're concerned about it. We have some issues here, okay? Two of Cups, I think it works out okay. I think the connection is okay. Two of Cups is a good connection, strong connection. It's going to go well with that. But the Eight of Swords, it feels like you just don't have the freedom. You just have the freedom to do what you need to do. You don't have the freedom. You don't have the choices to do what you need to do in these respects. Overall, you like it. It's going to be okay. It is going to be okay. I don't think that's going to be anything that's going to be a problem indeed. Anyway. All right. So there we go. There we go. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Let me search around here and look around. I'm in Greece. Difficult Greek hour for me. We're doing Greece. Difficult tomorrow. What do you mean? Aquarius born. Okay. Anyway. All right. There we go. So let's look. What is the future for me and Tony? What's the future for me and Tony? Let's find out what the future is for me and Tony. If that's going to be a thing for me and Tony. Zoe. Let's find out. If I'm pronouncing that correctly, let me know. Let me know indeed if I'm pronouncing that correctly or if I'm butchering it. What is the future? Two of Wands, the Four of Swords, the Fool, and the Two of Swords. Do you have a lot of twos? You're bookended by twos. What does that mean for you, Zoe? That means that you have a lot of decisions to make along the way. This is not something clear and easy and simple. It gets complex. And you have a lot of decision making that needs to get done along the way. And that's going to be something that's going to be important to you. You need to choose correctly. You need to choose wisely here because there's a lot of slip ups that could happen in the meantime. The Four of Swords, I would not take you and Tony and just start making big plans quite yet. Making big Zoe. Okay. I would not start making big plans quite yet. Let things settle down. Let things go approach it. Let things naturally and organically go the way they need to go. The Fool, right? You and Tony have an adventure. Don't make big plans yet. Let things go the way they need to go and just let it grow organically. And the last sort of the piece of the puzzle is you need to make decisions between here and there. There are a lot of red flags that pop up. There are a lot of interesting things that pop up that you need to decide if that's going to be something you're willing to put up with, if you're willing to go forth with. There's a lot of decision making in this relationship, more so than you're used to. More so than you are accustomed to. So take it one step at a time. This is something that needs to be taken slowly, and you need to go on the adventure. But I think the adventure is good. I think you and Tony have a good adventure ahead of you. The Fool kind of says so. We're sort of wandering out. We're getting it done. But I wouldn't make any big plans quite yet. No big plans quite yet, because there's some more interesting aspects on the way indeed. And that is it from me. And I will be back in 22 hours and 30 minutes. I'll be back at 6:15 Central tomorrow. Thank you for your donations, and I appreciate you. See you then.